my shit together. This tile is cold. This tile is cold. The tile is fucking cold. But then again, it's I bitch about.
What? Alright. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, the reason I chose to do this tonight, though, is because...
Oh my god! Each one of the Keyblades have their own individual shot locks?
Yes.
Huh.
But...
How eventful.
The reason I chose this is because you have to look at a number of things, including the fact of AEW is getting started, which in turn is toning WWE into toning their game up. And before we go any further, let me check some settings online, because I might be able to adjust the settings.
Okay, now I want to see each individual shot mark that I have so far for each Keyblade, because I know I have Ragnarok. I have Ragnarok, Keyblade, Keyblade.
Oh, I mean, technically, if you want to get technical, this is sports related. I mean, you could technically put it under there. Let me check.
We're gonna do more than just talk about WWE, right?
Yeah, we are. You're right, we are.
Oh, it still is! Damn it, this one still is Ragnarok.
Yep, category sports. Alright. But no, there's a lot of different things that it is regarding in regards to AEW,
which I am actually very excited for.
Yeah,
I want to see what they can do. I like the new wrestling for like I was on board when WCPW started, and that was before it got turned into Defiant Mix. Because it just brought me back to the good old days when I used to watch ECW.
Yeah, and if you look at it, okay, you got WWE, well, at the time, WWF, which is no longer allowed due to lawsuits.
WWF, WCW,
and ECW.
And just starting up ECW, yeah.
Okay, and you had a lot of big names at the time that are now playing factors.
Since a lot of people, and since a lot of the rosters are a lot smaller now, it's really hard for like you to try and do some shit. Like in WWE, when they lost like when they lost like Chris Jericho. Oh, dude, it was bad when they lost Chris.
Yes,
when they lost Chris, because
Chris Jericho has gone on record and basically has said that once he left, it was basically a sunken ship.
He wasn't wrong. It started to sink in 2000 when they got Laurinaitis involved. That's when I knew that we were trending giant friend.
If you talk about WCW, no. WCW went down in 1998.
I thought you meant WWE.
No. WCW down during the beginning stages of the AOL Time Warner merger.
See, I didn't really watch much of WCW, to be quite honest, because
Neither
I barely even recommend WCW. Yeah, neither did you, but to be quite honest, you know a lot more about it than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know absolutely nothing about WCW. The only thing I know about is the finger poke of death.
It's the finger post of doom. Get it right.
I don't care.
And what that was rumor and innuendo, which I don't deal with. Yes, sorry for Bruce Pritchard stealing his line, but it is what it is, because I don't deal in rumor and innuendo ever. I don't deal with bullshit. It was a matter of you having all these different personalities that had creative control. That's why you saw the headache and the nightmare of Bash at the Beach 2000.
The Shockmaster?
No. The headache and the nightmare of Bash at the Beach 2000 was the Hulk Hogan walk shoot promo with Vince Russo. And for those curious of what we're doing a podcast, or attempted to, while we're playing a game that we love.
I mean, we would be playing WWE while doing this, but we don't have it downloaded, and nor do we have the newer version. The older version got a shit shut down, so you know,
nice moves!
No, it didn't get shut down just yet, but 17 did, and it's not worth it, because, honestly, this is a brand new game, and we can't get off of it.
I mean, I could get off of it. I have self-control. Fucking Randall doesn't.
Oh, get out of here. You know you freaking love it. Let me see if I can manage to do something. But you also have to look at, okay, you have a number of things going on right now in regards to it, and it looks like the WCW trying to think of the word now. The WCW structure is coming together. Because
it's just a bad thing. It's just the bad thing about it is, like, WCW was a sunken ship. But, now Impact is stuck in that situation. Because now Impact is losing all the best superstars.
Yes, but here's the thing. Impact has been going down basically for the get-go. Since 2014.
Yeah, when it went from TNA to Impact, it was...
No. Sting.
Was it really that bad?
Sting left in 2014.
What did he do?
I said Sting left in 2014.
Oh yeah, you're right, but it wasn't... No, it was starting to get bad when Mick Foley left. Oh my god. When Mick Foley left, that's when I started watching. It was a little bad.
Yes. Mick Foley had a lot to do with it. Because, and that goes back to creative control. Okay? You have these people that have creative control contracts. You have these people that have favorite nation contracts. And for those of you that do not know what favorite nations is, it's like if I signed up for a job, or I signed a contract in this case, and the Chaos God here decided to get to the same company I would then get his money depending on what he was getting paid, and vice versa if he got the favored nation's contract. So you have people.
What did your actual? How do you pronounce your actual name?
Did you forget it's Hanamagi?
Hanamagi, yeah. No, I did forget how to pronounce it.
I know you did. That's because, and Eric Bischoff actually knows a lot. A lot of people villainize him, along with Paul Heyman, but he actually knows a lot.
No, Eric Bischoff.
Is a dick?
Bischoff was pretty good. No, he wasn't really a dick. When it was become the TNA, he tried to help it. Even with WCPW. I hate to say it, they actually did it right, and they're just starting majorly good. No, they were doing it right, because what they were doing, they were taking inspiration from like WCPW. WCPW was taking inspiration from like freaking WCW, WWE, hell, even Impact. They had Kurt Angle for one. I think for like one night, Eric Bischoff was a general manager.
Yeah.
For one night, he was a general manager. And it was actually amazing. I actually saw it, and it was freaking hilarious. I wish people actually did shit like that. I mean, I wish WWE still did stuff like that. When they did, oh my god, when they had all the freaking, what are they called? When they did all those freaking stupid stunts with those.
I bet we'll find some ingredients around here.
The celebrity stunt bullshit. No. That was a sinking ship. I remember when Raw started doing that. That's when Raw started to go downhill. That's when I rewatched it.
How about another dab?
It was decent.
Sorry, Sora.
You're talking about the special guest host, the celebrity guest host.
Yeah.
Actually, not all of them.
No, and a lot of people were doing that at the time. I'm like, why are all these people doing this at the time? There's no point.
That's because WWE set ahead of curve. WWE has been ahead of certain trends beforehand. Okay, and that's one of them. But that being said,
and there he goes again.
That is part of the thing right now. Okay, you have like, believe it was hold on, let me pull up the calendar real quick. I believe it was the 21st or the 14th edition of Monday Night Raw, where Alexa Bliss showed on TV topless with a t-shirt over her chest. When was the last time you saw that on WWE television?
Oh, since Kelly. Actually.
Yeah. And what year was that?
No, that's the interesting question. Oh,
I can tell you when.
ECW, 2006, 7.
2006, 2007, before the Chris Benoit incident.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, I just said that.
Let's race to the docks. Maybe I'll go with this today.
And the Chris Benoit incident is a complete and utter podcast that we will do at some point. Because
I feel bad for that though.
That in its own right.
That itself is just a major shit show. Like we shouldn't even be talking about that. It's been way too long and it's still really memorable.
In its own right is its own podcast for a different time. Because what you got to realize is there are certain signs that isn't right.
This is why in WWE they no longer do the flying headbutt.
No, they're starting to do that.
Let's race to the docks.
No. There's a reason why barely anybody uses the flying headbutt.
So handsome.
Yes, but it's also why. It's also like saying that you don't see you don't see chair shots anymore. No, you do see chair shots to the head.
You don't see chair
shots. You just don't see them a lot.
I don't see them in WWE.
I do.
See them in.
Eugene is so
there have been chair shots to the head here recently. The most notable chair shot to the head was Dolph Ziggler versus Drew McIntyre in a steel cage on Monday Night Raw this month.
Let's race to the docks.
Well, because like I'm surprised. No, because
Join me for a little stroll.
now speaking of people who've been flopping, I don't know what the hell's been going on with TNA, but the last time I saw TNA was when Bobby Lashley was there, and surprisingly, MVP having to help out the fucking company. But then, when those two left, EC3 left. I think Bobby Roode left before. Austin Aries left. Now he went back because WWE was misusing him. Now they won't because they're not misusing AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura. WWE has a bad habit of misusing people. Hell, thanks to the training in WWE and certain things, they lost a chance at making Kenny Omega.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Are you kidding me? Have you not heard the interview with Kenny Omega?
Join me for a little
No, I have.
That sounds lovely, thank you.
No, because Kenny Omega was trying to get trained to go into WWE, right? Freaking, I think, was it, Hardcore Holly? Yeah, it was Hardcore Holly's training.
Hardcore Holly, however, had a very bad habit of not listening though.
No shit. I could have told you that.
Okay, so the training that Hardcore Holly might have been giving Kenny Omega was probably not proper training. But because of the association, Kenny Omega was like, fuck this, no fucking way.
No, yeah, that's exactly what he did. He fucking left. He straight up fucking left. I would have done the same now.
And he went to New Japan.
Most people would have done the same shit. Yeah. He went to Japan, made a super name for himself. I don't know when he debuted. I need to look this up. But when he did, he wasn't that popular. Freaking fast. Well, he probably was. I don't know.
Let's race to the docks.
Fast forward,
What did it
10 years.
was Chris Jericho's match. That was the peak for Kenny Omega at this particular point in time.
Before Chris Jericho, he had 2 5-star matches. You can't say that.
That's not what I mean.
And what do you mean?
In Japan, Chris Jericho is the Japanese equivalent of The Undertaker in America.
Is he really?
Basically. And what I mean by that is when you have been in a match in Japan with Chris Jericho, you have made it.
Like Kenny Omega has been against the best in the business. Kenny in their business, yes he has.
There was one name I can tell you he has not been against yet.
Who? AJ Styles?
Taker.
Eugene is so handsome.
I meant in the Japanese business. There ain't no fucking way Taker's gonna go to Japan.
I wouldn't say that.
I can. Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal. When Taker goes to Japan, I will pay you $50 outright if he faces off against Kenny Omega. I shit you not. I will physically send you $50 through a PlayStation Plus or card to give to you on a fucking live stream if he goes over to Japan. There ain't no fucking way that's gonna happen. And we both know it.
I didn't say he would go over to Japan free will. I'm saying you can't say he wouldn't because knowing WWE, he did have a Japanese tour and he'd have to be there.
Let's race to the docks.
Ha!
Eugene is so
See, I'm more shocked about you saying a Japanese tour. The only person in WWE that I know that actually straight up went on a Japanese tour was Corey Graves.
You're forgetting, they've done a fucking China tour, let alone have Xylee.
That sounds lovely, thank you.
which, by the way, for those that have not seen Xylee yet, I recommend watching the 2019 Royal Rumble match, because the women's match that is, because Xylee made a damn good impression.
I haven't seen it yet, so I need you.
And that's the thing, because I'm going to be breaking down that real quick. Okay, you had multiple different storylines going into that match. You had Naomi and Mandy Rose, with Mandy Rose basically, and it was basically shown last night, that this stems from a comment that Naomi made on the 2015 season of Tough Enough, when Mandy Rose was a competitor, and basically telling Tamina to Superfly Splash her just because she was smiling when she took a bump. Now, WWE has a history of doing this. They did it with CM Punk and Randy Orton. Huh?
Don't bring that up.
Hold on.
WWE has the worst thing of any storyline. Here's the deal. For instance, remember the feud between Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy?
Yes.
Decent feud. Lord behold, that was decent. What they should have done, I hate to say this, I love the Edge's decision, but they should have really done it against Edge and Christian instead of Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Well, here's the thing. Believe it or not, do you actually know why they did it that way?
Why?
Because Christian was actually the one that was the attacker. See, that's what's not really known. That's the thing. And we're way off track of WCW. We gotta get back to that in a minute. But, before we do go back to that, what you have to realize is that during this time frame, Christian, his contract was up. Okay, so because Christian's contract was up at the time, when they were doing the Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy feud, it actually was Christian that hit the person over the head. I can't remember which one got hit in the head right now. But whichever one it was that was knocked out on the ground, that is the one that was hit by Christian. And then Christian left the company and went to Impact.
We're gonna make it.
And was at the pay-per-view. Yes.
Dude, a lot of people went to Impact during that year. Christian wasn't the only one.
No,
oh my god.
But due to Christian leaving for Impact, it left the company in a very tight spot on a very short notice.
Christian wasn't even that Christian was decently popular, but when he went back to ECW, he was decently popular. Like, Christian himself, he isn't really that good. He could have been a decent tag team, like with Edge. He's made a name for himself. And then he tried to eventually make a name for himself. But lo and behold, it worked a little bit, but not really. It just didn't have the same feel.
Christian is a main eventer. Depending on the main event, depending on the storyline.
Depending on the storyline. His storyline with Sheamus, I felt like that was rushed, and it was really stupid. I'm sorry.
And his storyline with Randy Orton, no. That was just horrible. That was garbage. It should have been killed instantly.
You see, now, I hate to say this, and I'm gonna hate to bring it up.
I bet you there's a lucky M-bomb here.
Yeah. Randy Orton was decent. I give it that. It was actually amazing. The way they broke up the Nexus, wasn't a fan. I liked the Nexus. They broke it up way too soon.
You see, the Nexus actually didn't break up. They were forced to break up.
That's what I meant.
Because it was done very quietly.
It was really stupid, really rushed, and really over dramatic, to be quite honest. Because, like, each week during that time, and that's when I started watching WWE again, a member of the Nexus would leave or get forced out. Lord behold, it was really stupid. Darren Young, the way he was forced out was just really screwed over because he had to burst out against John Cena, the prodigal child. Oh, freaking boy. That's real fair.
Boo? Hold on. Don't want you to get hurt.
He didn't deserve that. Darren Young got screwed over so hard.
Here we come!
When it becomes to like other people that in Nexus, the best person who got the great thing of Nexus would have been Wade Barrett, but it wasn't Wade Barrett. It was actually Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
Due to that incident with the Nexus, look where he is now.
Yes. Which goes back because, and we're gonna stick with WCW for a little while.
I know nothing about WCW. You got me, man.
I know.
Keep Boo out of harm's way. We'll handle the bad guys.
But here's the thing, because this is where AEW really comes into play here, because you got people.
Who's the other black guy?
Michael Talbot.
Who the fuck is that?
Somebody that's not really popular enough to be mentioned because he's not even with the company.
No. I can't remember what freaking happened to him. What happened to Justin Gabriel?
He left the company.
I know he left. He doesn't tell me what exactly happened to him.
He was injured and left the company. Yeah, I know.
He's always injured. The 450 splash is probably the most injuring move I've ever seen.
It's offline!
Other than the shooting star.
We have to power it up!
Yes.
God, that thing just wrecks me.
More bad guys!
Don't worry, I'll watch Boo.
It looks phenomenal to do,
Sora,
but it looks
we
so
gotta make Boo have to open the door!
Yes.
Hurry, help me take out these
The
dudes!
shooting star press. Even Shane was worried for his life when he did that.
It's the same reason they banned it.
They banned it until Evan Bourne comes along and able to perfectly do it until he fucks it up once and then boom bam bang, he's fucking gone!
No, he didn't fuck it up.
It's over!
He got all KO'd out of it.
Other than that one, you always do that. Oh, my superstar did this. Oh, my favorite superstar, Randy fucking Orton, RKO'd Evan Bourne. Big fucking war! It's not that impressive! Evan Bourne was no offense, another person out in this year. He had plenty of talent.
Yes, he does.
Mentality of, sorry, he's not 6'2", he's not over 200 pounds, and he's a cruiserweight. Yeah, sorry. Not to go too deep. Fuck you. This is why I like this is the exact reason why I like 305.
205.
Is it 205 live?
Yeah.
That's 205 live. This is why I like 205 live. Because it's obvious. Because cruiserweights actually get what they deserve.
Yes, that they do. For the most part, they do.
For the most part, yeah. Neville, the company giving up Neville was a bad idea.
Well, and here's the thing. Before we go back to what I was trying to say originally, you have Neville and some other people right now, and it's actually a good thing. But you've got some things going on that.
Oh, speaking of like cruiserweights, what happened to Sami Zayn?
He is injured.
Of course, he
is due to come back. He is due to come back.
What did he get injured with this time?
he actually had, if I'm correct, he had he had a surgery of some kind.
Why are the superstars I like always getting fucking injured?
Along with Kevin Owens.
Okay. Like I said, why the superstars that I usually cheer for and hope they get a main event are always the ones that get freaking injured?
Like I just said, though.
James, because of one simple reason, because you like people who can actually high fly. I'm sorry, it takes more skill than fucking grappling and grabbing sweaty men.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went a little too far out.
Yes, you did. But, it's your opinion.
In my opinion, I have a fucking point too. High flying is more of the croissant of WWE. It's enjoyable with butter. It's enjoyable with context. For instance, being a high fly. This is why I like Sin Cara. This is why I like luchadors when they were introduced, because they had a unique a unique warmth to them, a unique thrill to them. Sin Cara, when he first came in, that man dove in the rain like a fucking dolphin.
More of them?
And then, like, I noticed when the Red Sin Cara, when Sin Cara Black was around, I'm like, okay, this is pretty decent. But when the new Sin Cara left, and I noticed that Sin Cara was being slow and sluggish, I'm like, here we go! Got it.
Nope. WWE did 2 different versions of Sin Cara. And if you notice, you can go back and watch now on the WWE Network, which you can get for $9.99 if you don't already have it. Yes, I'm plugging it.
We're not D-Generation X, you asshole.
I'm not saying that, but if you don't have it and you want to watch it, but you don't have a friend's account either, that is why I'm saying it.
You can just look up the recent matches with freaking Sin Cara and look back on the original Sin Cara.
That too.
Or you can just notice that, after when Sin Cara was put through a fucking ladder, they practically switched out the original.
Which is also true. But you also can set up for free and very smooth with the account if you want to as well, which technically gives them no free subscription. But that is all up to you. I am not promoting it. I am not. But I'm not saying I'm not promoting you to do that. That's on your own accord.
My fucking god, you were legitimately being a G-Generation promotion swap deal, you know that.
Well, we gotta promote it, otherwise we're not gonna be able to...
You don't have to promote jack shit!
No, but what we do have to promote is ourselves.
Ourselves, not something else that we have nothing to do with.
Hey, what are we doing?
As corporations say, because if you watched Monday Night Raw and you were able to watch the front row by the on-ramp, you would have noticed an AEW shirt. This is free press, as they would like to say. In this free press, they do not mind. Because it's plugging their product. While we are not affiliated with it,
another ride. Cool.
we are just giving our opinion and telling you how to watch it. The right way, not YouTube way. Unless you want to go find out on the WWE YouTube channel and be able to find it. Not
you have
plugging.
no idea how bad you pretty much just did. You know how bad it just annoyed me?
Yes, I know how bad it just annoyed you, but that is not the point here.
God damn it.
What?
Anyways.
No, just... I'm wondering... Because technically you have Cody Rhodes,
You have
who
Cody
was,
Rhodes, you have Neville.
and you have, well, Pac is what the current ring name for him is.
I don't give a damn, I'm still calling him Neville. It's a lot better name than that.
Yes, it is. Even though he's been Pac for years.
I don't give a damn, his name is Pac. I'm going to have to call him Pac-Man. I don't give a damn.
But yet you're promoting something you don't want to promote in the process.
Booster!
Yeah! Woohoo! But you somehow managed to...
What?
How the hell you managed to do this shit? But we end up going full circle for an actual conversation. We said, we need to bring back WCW, which I have no idea what the man is about. We need to bring that up for the
Okay.
Just...
The reason I'm bringing that up, hold on. The reason I keep bringing that up is because I keep trying to get to my point of what they did was Eric Bischoff in 95 launched Nitro in September of 95. WWE Raw, at that time F Raw, was taped live every other week. That's how the system was. Okay, so Monday Nitro was live regardless, unedited, you name it. Of course they had leaking out at that point because the 7 Dirty Words litigation had gone through by that time. Unfortunately, curse you, George Carlin.
Curse you freaking parents everywhere.
No, it was George Carlin. But it was also parents everywhere. But, going with that, what had happened was, on 91, whatever time frame it was,
I think it was 91.
Signed the biggest name in wrestling, Hulk Hogan. So, you then have the fact...
You didn't have... Then you have not only the biggest name in wrestling, then you have the biggest name in Canada. You have Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yes, but hold it. You're getting too far ahead. I'll get to that one in a minute. Because that's right in the mix. Okay, you have Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, and Ric Flair, all under one company. Okay?
Dude, not only Ric Flair, but the 4 fucking horsemen.
Yes, but here's the thing. No, 1991 was what they did not do. WWE in 1991 had the chance to put Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair together. They failed to do so. And anybody that wants to correct me because I might have my date wrong, feel free. However, in 91, they did not do that. So what happened when Hogan went in? They immediately went right to that. Okay,
yeah,
there was no...
Hogan was probably the biggest card.
Well, not just
but the
that.
bad thing is, I think, wasn't WCW trying to sign Andre before he passed away?
No. No. They could not get him, even if they tried. They did not have the money. Not just that, Eric Bischoff was not in control until, I believe, 1993. Okay, but here's the catch. When they did that, they had nowhere to go with them, except that match. It was the match everyone wanted to see, and it was just how it was. Okay, so you fast forward to 1996. Okay, well, 6, maybe 8 months into WCW Nitro being on air. And who do you see coming through the crowd? Scott Hall. Formerly known as Razor Ramon. Okay? So you
the
have
only man in both companies to say, sorry, I'm either gonna do my freaking finisher, and either somebody's gonna reverse, no one's allowed to reverse my finisher, or I'm not doing that at all.
Probably. But
no, not probably. That's exactly what he said. He said, I refuse to do the Razor Edge unless they don't reverse out of it and no one kicks out of it.
Okay. Well, 2 weeks later, Kevin Nash came over, formerly, at that time, formerly known as Diesel.
Formerly known as Diesel, just got done with the Undertaker bullshit.
Yes. Now, both have gone on record to say two different things. But one thing that they both have said, it was not to make friends. They already had friends. And the way that they were coming into WCW was, WCW screwed us when we were here last time. They disrespected us. They treated us like shit. We're gonna fuck with them. We're gonna teach them a lesson. 6 weeks later, after their debut, I believe, WCW held a pay-per-view, Bash at the Beach 1996, where the infamous Hulk Hogan tone foundation of the NWO happened. Okay, so now the NWO has come full circle. You have absolutely no profit whatsoever. This is in 1996. In very, very late 1995, Eric Bischoff was close to a profit. Eric Bischoff has come out publicly and said he was very, very close to a break-even point at the end of 1995. Once Hogan had formed the NWO with Nash and Hall, that was it. Positive through the roof. They took a company losing 10 to 20 million to a company that was grossing 350 million in 3 years' time. Two to 3 years, roughly. Because he took control in 1993, I believe, and by 96, by the end of 96, that's what had happened. So now you have Survivor Series 1997. Survivor Series of 1997 is a very pivotal point in the company's history that is actually still felt to this very day. And for those that don't know what that date is, it is the infamous Montreal Screwjob, which has gone on to affect the company today. And what is it that you would like to say? Like that.
Pretty much, just when the NWO was kind of pretty cool, when we got put they pretty much saw it.
Yes. Now, that being said though, because the Montreal Screwjob, what happened when that happened? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, I remember. Mr. McMahon completely threw over Brett in the heart. Because immediately, when Brett was putting the sharpshooter by Shawn Michaels,
come on,
okay. You think that?
I saw the actual match.
Yeah, so did I. Okay, so thing here though is
Whose door should be right around here somewhere?
Everybody's here.
This door should take us right back to the lab
Hold on,
floor.
before I start this. Why the fuck do I have Sony View on my PlayStation? Who the fuck was attempting to watch the Super Bowl?
nobody was attempting to watch the Super Bowl. That happens. Listen.
On my station, bitch.
Listen. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes Sony will pop it onto your PlayStation from time to time as an advertisement. It does happen. Okay, now.
There
In
it is!
1997, Eric Bischoff had said he was going to sign Bret Hart. Well, in doing so, he caused the Mr. McMahon character to be formed. So then you get a slew of issues that happened, including
That's an understatement.
including creative control, among other issues. Okay, you have people that won't work with people.
How'd we take a wrong turn?
Who cares? All that matters is that it's the last turn that you losers are ever gonna take.
Randall!
Who's he?
A creep we banished for trying to collect screams by force. He used to be Boo's scared.
How did you even get back here? The door we sent you through is sawdust.
Yeah, and I almost got turned into somebody's wallet. Lucky for me, a real nice guy came along and fixed the door. So here I am. And starting today, I'm numero uno, top of the leaderboard, baby.
Ha! You a top laugh collector? In your dreams, Randall, my laugh totals are off the charts.
Who said anything about collecting laughs? I'm after negative emotions. And my new friends have kindly invaded the factory to get them for me.
You have all the patience you got now.
Negative emotions?
He's gotta know.
Yeah, Organization 13 must be helping them.
Laughter's just not sustainable. Once Junior chorts his last chortle, you've gotta start over. But negative energy, especially sadness, give them something that really breaks their little hearts. And they'll stay sad forever. We'll never have to worry about energy again.
We're not gonna let you hurt anyone like that!
Huh?
Not you or your little unversed helpers!
Just try and stop me. You'll see soon enough. I am gonna be a legend around this place.
Okay.
Now,
so,
consider your careers officially over.
What?
Bret Hart
And that goes for
was
the rest of you,
basically
too.
instantly
Hey! Where'd he go?
We're in control of this factory now.
But
and I suggest
what you have to
few
realize
improvements.
is
Some real doozies I just know you're gonna love. In
the Vince
fact,
McMahon
you're
character
not getting
took
out of
off
here
like a
alive.
rocket. And
That
then you
weasel
added
means
Stone
business.
Cold to the mix,
He'll never quit.
which made it worse.
We have got to
Just took
get
it
Boo
off.
to safety first.
Oh, jeez.
Then we can take care of Randall. Time to find a way out.
Yeah.
Hi. They said hi. Just tell me say hi.
Okay.
We're just doing a little podcast at this point.
Oh. I'm playing this weird game on my phone. It's Kingdom Hearts related.
Yeah.
Randall sure does have us trapped.
Yeah!
We've got to get out of the factory.
How are you guys doing?
I'm pretty decent. I didn't know before.
I'm in Monster Inc., so...
Yeah! Yeah! Let's show who the real monsters are! Here we go!
Okay. Then go. Gotta get on with them. I don't know what else to tell you. See ya. And sorry about that, everyone.
Let's show 'em! See ya!
I know, some people might ask.
No!
Sure, but no. Most of them will join. No.
Most of them will. Anyways, back on the subject. The Montreal Screwjob.
Yes. Montreal
And now we're on
Screwjob
Vince McMahon.
was a very pivotal point because that sent
That was
Bret
the
Hart
final nail in
over.
the coffin for freaking Bret Hart.
Yes. But political issues, really started to show at this particular point in time with Bret Hart coming in, because just after Bret Hart came in, AOL and Time Warner were looking to merge. So Eric Bischoff has gone on record
with the machines?
to say
They've gone totally
trying to tell him how
bonkers.
to run the TV
There's no
show.
way we can take
They
food
didn't
through
even
here
know what
safely.
time or date that the fucking show aired
This must
on.
be what Randall meant by improvements.
Nothing we can't handle.
Yep.
Sully, maybe you and Mike should take Boo someplace that's safe.
So you have
Right.
people influencing the company that shouldn't be
Find a
influencing
contraption
it,
controlling those things and
that have
smash it.
no-
That should do the trick.
nothing to do with the business at all, being involved in a show, and
Because
I see a machine up there in the cage.
they
past
completely
the
ruin
stairs.
it.
That was close.
So that was one issue that they really started to have.
another issue was the feud between Bret Hart and Stone Cold was amazing.
Yeah.
But screwing over Bret Hart that many times would really ruin the character.
Yes.
Because before that even happened, remember what happened before the Montreal Screwjob? Do you remember what happened? Because I certainly freaking do.
No.
What happened before was he also got screwed over at a chance out the
Coast
Royal
is
Rumble.
clear.
Yes.
Go.
Not
Oh, it wasn't probably, it was definitely.
not surprised.
Because with Stone Cold entered the ring.
Yeah, well, that was just a warm-up.
He entered the ring during the because he got eliminated at the Royal Rumble. People like the freaking rep said they didn't see it. I call bullshit because that was for the bullshit. He proceeded to eliminate Vader, Undertaker, a bunch of other people. And this was one Rumble, it was like one because at the time, he was doing it and then due to that, he had a DC to have the match. With Rick and
But here's the thing after that. What you have to look at is
It's over.
give me a minute to pull it off because I forget what the date was of this particular incident.
What, the Stone Cold versus Big Payment Hart?
No.
Which incident?
I am trying to pull it up. Okay, it was that. Okay, so the Monday Night Raw was, let me see if I can find the date specifically for this taped episode.
Was it when Vince was still doing commentary, or?
Okay. Per normal practices, which was, again, a big no-no at the time, even then, and still is today, you did not give away a finisher, which Eric Bischoff has done since September of 1995, because he knew it would keep his audience. Well, the episode was 6 days old, so because this aired on January 4th of 99, that would put this episode...
Great! The power's out again!
Okay, we know what to do.
On Monday, December 28th. Okay.
Huh?
So...
Mike?
It's
How's that
29th,
supposed
somewhere
to
in that
help?
range. But you have Mankind, McCoy, in a match for the WWE Championship.
That's good.
Yep, take it away.
Nice try, Mike.
What?
I'm not
Okay.
doing this alone.
Hey, you, not me.
It
Come
aired
on.
on January
Sully.
4th,
Whoa. No,
1999.
Sully, not what I had in mind.
And, that being said, Tony Schiavone on WCW Nitro was talking and said something to the effect of Nick Foley is currently in a match for the WWE Championship and is going to win their title.
It's on! Nice work, guys!
When he made the actual statement at the time, I just freestyled and quoted it. They ended up, in essence, giving a 600,000 estimated boost to Monday Night Raw's ratings at that particular
Come
second.
back. You can't run off, kid.
Oh.
And for all of those who were looking to watch that and then go back to WCW Nitro, what did they come back to? Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan doing the finger point duel.
That paint was kind of growing on me.
Now,
Woo!
as
This is way better. Hey, no. Would you
as
cut that
somebody-
out?
yes, as Conrad Thompson would ask
Come
Bruce
here.
Pritchard, who the fuck booked
Sully,
this shit?
let's get her out of here.
Well, rumor and innuendo at the time is Kevin Nash booked himself for that finish.
Yeah, here we go.
Yep.
And it was a way to bring the NWO back together.
Which it did.
Goldberg has gone on to say that that particular moment was just Hall and Nash and Hogan playing their little games with the wrestling industry. And in essence, turning it to complete and utter shit. Now why am I going into this? No.
I know that pissed off Goldberg, because I remember, didn't you have to vacate that house?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
I'm correct, yes he did. No, excuse me, actually, no, he did not have to vacate it. What he did was he lost to Nash.
What?
Yes. Kevin Nash is the one who broke Goldberg's undefeated streak.
What? Not again!
Why won't you just bail already?
Because Kevin Nash booked himself to do it.
Oh, fucking course he did.
No more!
Oh, fucking course he did. So he pulled... So, like normal, Kevin Nash played his fucking games.
Now with that being said, like I was saying, why am I going into such great detail to explain all this? Especially since it's been well documented in the Monday Night Wars on the WWE Network. On
yeah, even
83
on the WCW freaking
Defensive electrified. Don't get zapped.
The Rise and Fall of WCW.
Yep.
83 weeks is going through the history of the WCW. And we replace that 83 weeks with Dale Bischoff.
Here we go.
And even something else to wrestle with Bruce Pritchard is also doing the same thing.
Yeah, another thing. It's over. At the Rise and Fall of WCW was the fucking shock match.
Yeah.
That was the dumbest gimmick I've ever seen from a character. Ever since Santino Marella. Being Umaga. Now that is what this is.
Now, the reason I'm explaining stuff like this, though, is because even though it was so long ago, it doesn't necessarily play a factor. It does, though.
Yeah, because people are still, WWE is still doing shit like this.
Well, hold on.
Okay, here's the deal. Let me better rephrase this. Kevin Nash is still doing shit like this.
No, it's actually not.
Oh yeah? Impact.
That's a bit different.
When Kevin Nash was in
We'll
charge,
take care of it.
and shit like that. Guess what he did?
Pretty sure the control panel for this place is upstairs.
You chumps ever wonder what
You ain't joking. I wish I was.
No, I know you're not joking, but here's the catch with regards to this. Because they came back to this, and they were just shitting on the business. Everyone said MSG incident shit the business. No. This was a joke compared to the MSG. The MSG, excuse me, was a joke compared to this. This was heresy. This one was taboo as can be taboo.
Hey,
did not
you
do
want
this.
to see heresy? Look at the. Okay, here's the deal. Remember the fucking Blue Nation bullshit?
You mean the Nation of Domination?
Pretty sure the control panel for this place is upstairs.
ECW's freaking
Blue New World, the Blue World Order, yes.
Yes. With Raven as the main dude.
No, it was not Raven. It was Stevie Richardson. I believe it was Stevie Richardson who was the head of that. I would have to look it up, and I don't feel like it. But this right here was one very big implicator in the politics, policies, procedures, talent pool, and among other things. Now, also, you also have to realize Chris Jericho is still at WCW at this particular point. Okay.
Right, we originally started talking about Chris Jericho, I forgot about that.
Chris Jericho was there until August of 1999. And Chris Jericho actually was helped in, based on what Chris Jericho has gone on record saying, I would estimate it somewhere in March of 1999 he got injured. Because the comment was made he had 6 months left on his contract when he got injured, and he was out for 2 months. So because he was out for 2 months, that tells me that he got injured in March and was back by May. However,
I bet we'll find some ingredients around here.
By this point, the damage had been done to the company.
Oh, absolutely. It was done. It was done so hard and fast. Like, a lot of people from WCW was personally hurt.
But here's the thing, and this was part of the problem. For those signed with WCW itself, that was guaranteed money. There was no ifs, ands, or buts around it.
Once
so
we get through here, we're clear.
That has the same
This is
money
the central control unit for the whole factory. Now, what do you say? We get out of here.
Let me.
Whoa! Hey! Show a little
trying to think of somebody
finesse.
now.
Oh.
Like Mustafa Ali.
Rats! Randall
Okay, he's
must have
not
messed
really
this
that
up.
high on the
Something
cards
works.
yet, but he's not that low either.
Maybe it would be faster to just break it.
Oh,
Okay.
that's brilliant.
So you get somebody like Mustafa Ali.
Hang on.
Pele's
Think I've got
wise,
a better idea. If we can just
And-
short it out, the lock will disengage.
you
And lucky
have
for
that
us,
on the
Boo is a
company books.
walking energy generator.
That's hemorrhaging money. Okay,
That might work.
so you
You're
go
our MVP,
further
Boo.
now. Okay,
Ooh.
this date of Finger Point of Doom was January 4th of 1999. Right?
Unfortunately.
You fast forward a whole year. A lot has changed. Because you have personalities clashing, you have egos clashing. But you also have regime change then. Because in 1999, Vince Russo would leave WWE for WCW. He had gotten in WCW roughly about November of 1999. Eric Bischoff and Conrad Thompson on 83 Weeks with Eric Bischoff just did a show yesterday morning about Sold Out 2000, which reminds me we have an update to get for the game as soon as it launches, which, by the way, just for a side note, your comment about the Super Bowl, I have the same thing up right now. It is an advertisement for the Super Bowl. Nobody was on your system. That's just a comment on your comment oil. Just so you're aware of it, okay?
Fucking sure, because even I'm fucking... Because I'm not gonna watch the Super Bowl anytime fucking soon, because I have my reasons. You wanna know why? Because I don't know he's gonna fucking win.
Pretty much. That's for a different thing, though.
The Rams are probably gonna win because, well... Why didn't they keep on having the Patriots win?
True.
There's no fucking point. There's no fucking point they have them keep on winning. It's like the Brock Lesnar bullshit.
Which
we'll keep on having Brock Lesnar win.
We'll get to that in a minute because that's later on.
Oh Jesus, I'm gonna enjoy talking about that. Oh, here we go.
Oh, we will talk about it because it actually has a lot to do with the comment I'm gonna make about AEW in a bit. But in regards to Chris Jericho played a huge part, along with, and that's another thing that I forgot to mention. The Giant, Paul White, would leave WCW in February of 1999 and make his surprise WWE debut.
Is he the actor?
No.
Make sure.
That is all storyline based. That has been basically forgotten about and let go.
Bring it in.
But you have Paul White leave, Chris Jericho left. Okay? So
yeah, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Same with Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit,
they went to ECW, you know,
and Dave Malenko.
No way.
All went to ECW.
Dean Malenko, excuse me, went to WWE in 2000.
Yeah, but before that...
Before they went to WCW, Eric Bischoff took all three of Jericho, Eddie, and Malenko from ECW. Yes, that is correct.
Here we go.
Yeah, I remember.
They did not go back, though.
I wonder
Now, what you have to look at this point, though, is they have Eddie and the Cruiserweights coming over. Okay, so you then end up with your biggest name.
It's over.
At back in the beat 2000, not coming back at all. Hulk Hogan. Because of creative control, and because nobody wanting to go with Vince Russo's idea, Vince Russo played his card of I run the business, I'm doing what I want, which actually got them sued.
Like, that's the worst card to play against people who've been there longer than you.
Not only that, it's the worst card to play when you have a contract with somebody that states complete and utter total creative control.
If you ever want to run a company like a WWE one, you never play that card.
Back off!
You either never play the card or you don't give complete control to the person.
Yeah! My shield's ready!
Or, I got a better idea. How about, that's like what the Nemo side is, right?
Yes.
Well, for the longest time, he had somebody else had his character, right?
Yeah.
And that's, they couldn't fire your character because he has character.
Yeah, so that's the...
Yeah. Just like the Square Enix Cloud Strike and shit.
Yes. Not just that though, but that's actually why TNA Impact Wrestling was sued, because they were trying to claim that they were the ones that came up with broken Matt Hardy and broken Jeff Hardy.
No, they weren't.
No, the Hardy Boys were.
Yeah, exactly. No, it wasn't. Yeah, now, that's how you say they came with Gorilla. No, they did not. They did not.
And they actually did try that.
Bring it in! Hop on! Make them fly!
But you have all these contracts with all this creative control and all these different things coming into play that it affects it. So now you have somebody that doesn't want to be there at all.
And you majorly pissed them off.
Yeah. And it's not so much he doesn't want to be there because of not wanting to be there. It's he doesn't want to be there because you're a fucking moron. And you don't have a filter. It's Crash TV, and it does not work. It's been proven that it doesn't work.
Oh, we've been proven multiple times it doesn't work.
Yes. Okay, so going back a little bit beforehand though, you had outrageous boom in profit because you didn't have to sell or give tickets for free anymore. You didn't have to plan people anymore. But what happens at Sold Out 2000? Full house, technically sold out crowd, with half the tickets given for free again. And that was under Vince Russo's leadership. And 3 months, like Eric Bischoff said himself on his podcast, 3 months is not a fair amount of time because he's inheriting problems. 6 months is a fair estimate to see what's happening. Which is true. It is. Because you can only do so much in 3 months.
That's like more game development. Like, it's gotta pump out shit in 3 months. That's not gonna happen.
No.
It's like, you're gonna get a shit game. You're gonna get like Sonic 06.
No, you're gonna get E.T.
Oh yeah, E.T. was, yeah, that was bad. Yeah, bad. Yeah, you're right.
E.T. took 3 weeks to make it the worst video game of all time.
No.
Okay, you can't do that. Okay, so you have 3 months time, and he's already gone from the company at that point. sit home.
And guess what? You managed to piss off half the locker room too because they're not getting fucking paid. So then they proceeded.
No, they got paid regardless. WCW employees got paid regardless.
What the fuck?
You okay?
What the hell?
What?
Here we go. Thanks.
Really? The fucking enemy from Final Fantasy is here?
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
So much for no Final Fantasy in the game, huh?
I really see that with
No.
on this game?
No.
The first. The penalties already mentioned.
Yes. It's like the city of Final Fantasy is in here.
Oh my god, my fucking legs hurt!
Okay, so you had all those factors on top of standards and practices. Okay, so you got the WWE finally with the backing of USA Network, which is owned by NBC, then owned by Comcast. They're backing them completely now. So you have people like Val Venus.
Oh, great. Hello, ladies.
On WWE television. And you got the NWO barely able to do anything because Standard and Practices from Time Warner has said no to everything. So you're wanting a family-friendly product, but you're wanting the ratings of a non-family-friendly product.
Now, question: when G Generation X was reunited,
in 2006,
was it family friendly?
Yes.
I don't see how the hell that was family friendly.
It was family friendly to a certain extent. They pushed the envelope still, but they pushed it within the confines of the PG era. Which is not easy to do, mind you.
Here we go.
Okay. So you have Dash of the Beast 2000 finally done. Hulk Hogan gone, done. Eric Bischoff is gone, done. They both want nothing to do with the company. WCW, Time Warner Broadcasting, gets sued by Hulk Hogan because of Vince Russo. Defamation of character is what the lawsuit is suing, which you can't technically blame him for that type of lawsuit. And for those who don't understand the business, I please ask you to go look up what a definition of character lawsuit would mean in wrestling, because that would be much easier than explaining.
You okay? So, like this.
However, what that does is that then sets up for a really turbulent year. And towards the end of 2000, Vince McMahon about 2 to 3 months before January. About 2 to 3 months before the party. So within December 2000, January 2001. Vince McMahon is in talks with Ted Turner and Time Warner about buying it. Even then.
We need to thin out their ranks a bit more.
Now, the reason that all that is important is because you have standard practices that block WCW from doing certain things at that point in time. But what did the WWE do at that point? What was one thing women-wise that you remember the most? In WWE, what was the one thing women-wise you remember the most?
Oh,
There's one in particular thing I'm thinking about, which is why the 2004 Super Bowl halftime show is a big deal.
That half the women wrestlers was viewed as jokes.
Other than that, Sable with her body.
Oh yeah, Sable throwing the title
black.
in the trash can.
No, that was Alonzo Blaze on
We need a bigger burst of laughter.
Nitro.
Would you care to do the honors?
No.
I'd
Sable
love to.
wearing absolutely nothing and painting her body black.
40 love, game, and set!
Which is really
I'm not cut out for
offensive.
this racket.
It's not offensive. It was considered
Come
nudity.
on, it's a tennis joke. Should I have gone with ping
Okay.
pong?
At that particular
Nothing
point
could
in
have
time,
saved that one.
it was technically allowed.
Wait! Nobody move! I dropped my contact!
Okay,
I
so
don't think Boo's gonna get it, Mike.
of
Do you
that,
get it?
Yeah, it's 'cause his eye's so big. The joke is,
If
you
you
can't
look
lose
at
a
that-
contact the size of a dinner plate.
Oh, fine!
if you look at how
I
outrageous,
am once I'm
over
warmed
the
up.
top. Val Venus was a
Sora,
fucking
do
porn
the
star
funny
for
face
God's sake.
special.
Huh? What? If you
That was his
insist.
character, was a porn star.
You're not wrong.
I know I'm not. Okay, but the reason that this is such a big
Everybody
deal
join
in
in!
regards to that is because now you have AEW, and this is why it was important to bring that off.
Sora's
bring
aiming
that
for
up,
your job.
because you have AEW coming up,
You boys aren't gonna leave without saying goodbye.
and
Give it a rest, Randall.
now
You're not gonna get
Vince
away with this.
McMahon is starting to pull
We'll
something
stop anything
out
you
of his
throw
hat.
at us.
Yeah.
You have Alexa
Maybe you
Bliss
will.
topless. You
Or
have
then again,
Mandy
maybe you
Rose and
won't.
lingerie trying
I
to
have still
sleep
got
with
an
Jey
ace
Uso.
up my sleeve.
Okay, so
Now,
what's your
command you
gotta
to
be
destroy
shitting me. That
them.
means they're pulling the shit that was going to be Diaz did.
huh?
you have
Hey,
an
come
Attitude
on!
Era Part 2 coming. Yes.
Move!
You're
Move,
getting
you
less
stupid-
child friendly.
They are going to
Looks
become
like your
less
ace is a
child-friendly
joker.
again.
Oh, thank God.
But
Pile of junk.
here's what you have to think about.
What? Hey.
You have
No.
to look at
Just leave him.
the
Don't think he can
2004
cause us any more
MTV
trouble.
produced halftime
Besides,
show
we
where
gotta
Justin
focus on getting
Timberlake
Boo home.
and
You're
Janet
right.
Jackson were performing.
Boo's door has to be somewhere in the vault. If we head outside and go through
Because
the power
of
station,
that show,
we can get to the door vault that way.
there is a lot more
Follow me.
restrictions on cable television than what there were prior to that show. A lot more. So, they are not going to be able to 100% go super over the top. There's only one way that they might
be able to. They bring back ECW for one.
No. The WWE Network. Because if you notice, streaming services are not completely under the same guidelines as normal television is. Movie streaming services are not under the same guidelines as, say, American Broadcast Company, which is ABC, or Fox, or NBC. They're not under the same guidelines. So because they're not under the same guidelines, technically, they are able to get away with a lot more. You are able to get away with certain things going on because you're able to get certain things set. Like, some people can go and just say, "What the fuck?" on Netflix, and nobody says anything.
Or you just put Devilman on there.
Yeah, exactly.
Which Devilman, I'm changing the subject here. Devilman was probably one of the most violent anime for its time back in the 1980s, 1990s. There was a lot of violent shit in the 1990s.
It still is violent.
Yeah.
But going with my point here, because this is where it's going. You take... Now, granted, WWE probably went to the FCC to ask what they can do, and to push the envelope a certain amount, because they are gearing up for this Monday Night Raw. It ain't no shock, it ain't no joke. It's a war. The war is coming.
It ain't no lube. It's just either rape or be raped.
Pretty much. But the thing is this time around, which is why WCW's backstory was so important to mention, is they are doing preemptive attack. They are getting people interested. They are bringing back the Attitude Era because they are gearing up for AEW's television war. Because Chris Jericho is signed for the first time since his WWE career in the States. Chris Jericho is signed for 3 years with AEW. Vince is not happy about it, but he will.
Of course Vince is not happy about it. He has a new fucking competitor to deal with. See,
yeah.
You think he's worried about Japan Wrestling? Fuck yeah, he is. For the past couple of years, they have been having 5-star matches after matches, and one of the biggest stars Vince had fucking Chris Jericho was part of that.
Yeah.
And due to that little fuckery, he came and got screwed. WWE in the time is not at its greatest. I can give you that much. The only good thing that happened out of it with D-Generation Era was the Brothers of Destruction.
Yes, but here's the thing. And this is where this past Royal Rumble comes up. Because if you notice, you saw Sasha Banks give a fall.
Disregard code 835, 7216 in progress.
But I didn't watch
We have visual on unidentified life forms. Suspected cause of the conflagration.
No,
code
I'm not
7216 over.
saying that. I'm just saying that at a certain point during the match,
We gotta get to Boo's door.
Yeah.
she gave a fall.
The whole factory. It's a total
Okay,
mess.
now.
I know, Mikey,
Do
but
you
right
know
now
what
we
the
just have to
fall
keep
means?
moving.
Yeah, it means the Four Horsemen.
Okay, that being said, I made a prediction that I'm not going to go into because you have not seen the Rumble yet. And if I go into it, it will spoil it.
I don't give a shit, I was just joking. Go into it.
You sure?
I'm sure I can watch it on my own time.
Okay. Asuka beat Becky and retained the SmackDown Women's title.
I know, you already told me that.
Which in turn, Becky was not officially a member until Lana was injured during Rusev's match with Shinsuke Nakamura for the US title. Shinsuke Nakamura was addressing Lana, and at that point, Rusev went after Shinsuke, hitting Lana off the apron. Again. And injuring her ankle. Again. This, unfortunately, caused Lana to go out to the ring with an injured ankle. Becky Lynch seized the opportunity, took her spot, and won the Rumble. Now, during Sasha Banks' match...
Why does this sound familiar?
Hold on.
Somebody gets injured, the person takes the spot.
Hold on. That's because Braun Strowman and John Cena. That's why. Now, what I was trying to say though is Becky Lynch won. Okay, so while Becky Lynch is winning the Rumble, during Sasha's women's match with Ronda, she threw up the fall. Okay, now, like you just said, you know that's what the four horsewomen. But when Becky won the match, I made a prediction of Becky's going to Raw, calling out Ronda Rousey, going to Raw by winning the belt, if she has to. I don't know if she has to yet or not. And in the draft, after possibly going against Asuka in a WrestleMania 34 rematch, losing to Asuka and going to Raw on the draft, which in turn would cause a shitstorm. Because if you think about it, what you gotta look at then is what did they do from that point? Okay, because you're now having that happen. But you have Jessamine Duke, and I can't remember the fourth person, but you got Ronda Rousey. You already have the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler, down there, and all of them can get called up. Which in turn causes the timing of what we all predicted at WrestleMania when it was Ronda Rousey and The Rock in the ring kicking Triple H's and Stephanie McMahon's ass of UFC versus WWE 4 horsewomen. All 8 women in one feud. That was the prediction I made. And that is where I'm going to leave it, because I'm not going to spoil this Monday Night Raw if you want all this time. Before all those are thinking about that, you got to look at the fact of this though. You have that going on, along with wardrobe malfunctions and a bunch of other shit.
Stand aside. We'll get this fire put out pronto.
I mean, yeah, they are staying up for another Monday Night Raw.
Code 7216, unidentified life form sighted.
You really can't have D-Generation X just yet. Let alone, Shawn Michaels said that was a one-done deal.
I know.
For now. Not the first time he hasn't done that, though.
Oh yeah, you can say that again.
SummerSlam 2002.
Yep. I remember.
The same show that The Rock became Brock Lesnar's bitch.
Oh, how did I enjoy that?
Okay, which does bring Brock Lesnar up. Which does bring up Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh, you mean Seth, you mean Seth, baby boy that got everything.
You can say that. But
I'm saying it because I'm going to say it. I'm not a fan of Seth Rollins for damn good reason.
I understand that. But what I will say is they took a fucking pot shot big time at Dean Ambrose.
Why is that?
Because Dean Ambrose came out to the ring last night, not last night, but last Monday night, and was ripping into how Triple H never believed in him, how Triple H never was there for him, and just all the shit that has gone on since they signed with the company. And
he's right. He's not joking. He's actually right about that.
No, he is right about it, but Triple H hit him right where it fucking hurts, because while Dean Ambrose is talking about all that shit, What does Triple H bring up? You want to talk about turning on your brother turning on you? What about you turning on your brother's back? What about you turning on Roman Reigns the night he diagnosed leukemia to the world? They went there.
Why the fuck would you bring that up?
You would have to go back and watch it to understand why. But
like when you want to hit where it fucking hurts. If you want to do that type of shit, that will really piss people off.
Yes, but
this is why Triple H is called the fucking cerebral assassin for goddamn reason. You don't fuck with the cerebral assassin because he will come back at you really hard.
Exactly. Now
that's what Triple H does. It's what he's been doing since the freaking business.
But here's the thing. This is a real life storyline. This is what Eric Bischoff feeds off of. A real life storyline. Which brings into Edge. And the reason Edge comes into play is Becky Lynch. Which is why when they fucking censored that shit, I was fucking pissed. They fucking censored Becky Lynch, which pissed me off. But you have Edge. Okay? Well, Edge was involved with Lita, as we all know.
I remember. And Lita was involved with a lot of that. I hate to say that, but Lita pretty much was the whore of WWE at the time.
Lita went with CM Punk.
What?
Lita dated.
I'm sorry. You gotta be fucking shitting me.
Lita dated CM Punk.
I would say what a whore, but there's no fucking whore.
Yeah, I know of. Lita dated CM Punk.
All I have to say is who hasn't Lita dated?
Anthony? Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me?
What's the matter?
So, I was pulling up...
Are you even streaming this?
Yes, I am.
These guys are our specialty.
11:30. So I said 11:30.
Start putting that fire out!
We're gonna need you to put the fire out.
Yes, I know you did.
Thank you!
Okay. You have, apparently, on a side note real quick, sidebar real quick, I went to look up when they dated, if they did, and what pops up?
I can't give up.
David Arquette calls out CM Punk.
David R. who?
David Arquette.
Who the fuck's David Arquette?
David Arquette not only is Courtney Cox's ex-husband, yes, the very same Courtney Cox that played on Friends. Yes, that Friends. The annoying Friends that you don't ever want to think about because of fucking fucking Friends hole over there.
Yeah, freaking Tony. Tony's known for loving Friends. Who doesn't, to be quite honest? I can't blame him for loving it.
The only reason he loves it is because he wants to fucking Courtney Cox.
Hey,
Oh,
if you
Chandler.
wanna fuck somebody, let him fuck somebody.
That or Chandler. Yes, I want that.
I'm not gonna king shame on somebody. No, how I roll.
Yeah. But David Arquette is actually a WCW World Heavyweight Champion as well.
Oh, what?
Yes. You heard me correct.
Oh, you shocked me a little bit with that. Because thanks to that, I took a major hit, by the way, asshole. Like, that caught me off guard.
During WCW's random flip around of the title for the 26 weeks, David Arquette was one of them.
You gotta be fucking shit.
Nope.
Great. So now in Friends, we get to say, oh great, David Arquette, a fucking actor, Friends, was a fucking world champion in WCW. Yay! Ah, you're right.
Okay,
Fucking
so
fantastic.
going back to away from our sidebar real quick.
Fucking Cuba, that's what it was.
Yeah, and yes, Rita did date CM Punk from 2009 to 2013.
Must have been a real punk relationship. Must have been old punk rock.
And how ironic, because CM Punk got married the very next year. Now, the thing about Edge is it's a storyline based on life. Okay, so you have Matt Hardy, Edge, and Rita in this sadistic, hateful, backstabbing, mistrusted love triangle.
Thank God the fuck actually is even more fucking love triangle. I remember Kane was also in that.
Yes. But between the three ends.
We're gonna need water.
Because they made it a money-making angle, just like Chris Jericho with Goldberg and WCW with a Tinson situation. The difference though is what ended up happening was what they wanted to do was they wanted to make it interesting. They did storylines, okay, based on real life. Well, that's now coming back around again. And it's more than what it was before. Because you've got things, you got Naomi's real life involved in a storyline that you wouldn't have done because of not being in the Attitude Era.
I would love to see an actual good hardcore match. Please bring back. I don't care if people get injured. People don't care if everyone gets injured. Maybe you should bring back first blood matches, last man standing matches. Come on, people.
They actually have been.
WWE, Jesus. When have they been back last man standing?
Yes.
When?
The last man standing match. Let me pull up the pay-per-view.
How many years ago?
Just within the last 3 months.
Okay, what about Iron Man matches? Haven't seen those.
No, that I will give you.
I haven't seen hardcore matches in a while.
I will give you that.
How about table matches? Do I at least see some of those?
Outside of TLC? No. Very rarely.
Are you fucking serious?
Very rarely.
So the last Iron Man match I've ever heard of was Sheamus versus Cesaro.
Wouldn't be surprised. Okay, that's not it.
I just made the Tankles World, by the way.
Way to go. That's not it. Where the fuck is this? I know it's here. What the fuck? It might have been on SmackDown. I know within the last year there has been one on a pay-per-view, if I'm correct, and I know there's been one on a normal show. Where the fuck is it? The last pay-per-view last man standing match. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Money in the Bank.
Sounds like a good match.
No, it wasn't. And then no contest because of fucking low blows.
Really? God damn it! Come on!
If I remember correctly, I think that's the one that it happened in.
So sad now.
It is.
Thank you. You did
There
great.
was a last man standing match
We'll be
after
on our
this.
way.
There has been
Time to
2
go.
to 3, including the first ever women's last man woman standing match.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
There's no way you give you like a freaking grenade in that show.
Yeah. But because this is where the stories, the real life stories come to life. Because you get Mandy Rose involved with them. And that's where this Royal Rumble really hits a note. Because this year's Royal Rumble, for the women, it was good, don't get me wrong. But what ended up happening was the Women's Royal Rumble basically became a story.
Requesting backup. We need help containing the fire.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
I see why you hate those.
Unidentified life form spotted.
Yeah. Why you say that? I mean, it takes 2 hours to get to the rifle. But oh no. Yeah. But you look at like Nikki. I mean, look at Nikki Bella for example, right? Okay. Everyone is making a joke out of her. And why do you think so? You know why?
Why?
Her relationship with John Cena. They're doing the same thing to John, too. Don't get me wrong. But, do I know why they're doing it? Because real life story sells.
Good to go.
Here we go.
It's just like Eric Bischoff said himself. He can be interested in a real life story. If there's no substance, it's not going to work. You have to have the substance. It's the same reason Daniel Bryan's character as a heel was not doable when he was in the Wyatt cage. Because it didn't have substance. Like Chris Jericho. When he's a heel, he's just himself turned up to 11. He said that himself on the Monday Night Raw TV show on Netflix. He said that himself.
See ya. Come on.
Okay. So, what they have basically done this time around, and with both Daniel Bryan, is basically allow him to be the next Chris Jericho. Just tone yourself up.
The door vault is this way.
We can drop down from here.
But there is something that is a serious issue.
Nice.
And it's something that the WWE is not doing. They aren't letting themselves out. They are too scripted. Don't get me wrong, that's great. I get
the crane might come in handy if we need to get back up.
You want some reactions, but you need to let them get off the cuff a little. And that is it for tonight. We will pick it up later on at another time. Because we are both tired. Good night and enjoy.